Hey, what's up, Stick Library? Once again, Pat Petrillo, and I'm back with some more grooves for you. And then we're going to get a little bit more complicated. And once again, another groove from Hans Grooves and Fills, my DVD and book. And we're going to talk a little bit about linear playing. Now, when most people hear the word linear, a frightened look comes over their face. You know, and nobody wants to touch that word linear because automatically it seems to be that it's going to be a complicated, difficult beat. And what we mean by linear is each instrument is playing on a different line or a different note. So very rarely will any of these notes hit together at the same time. They're all going to have an independent voice, which creates a musical line, hence the term linear. So now, one of the things that's, I think, very overlooked with most drummers is the most basic of linear beat is actually very simple. And it goes like this. Pretty standard beat. That's a linear groove, even though it's eighth notes. Most people assimilate or think of a linear groove as 16th notes all the time. It could be, but if you start with eighth notes, it makes the concept of linear a lot easier to deal with. And I have to play that beat quite a bit. I've played with many artists who've had to play a house beat or a disco beat, Gloria Gaynor being one of them, and it has to sound like this. So, very useful groove, and that is a linear pattern. Okay? So now I have a track for you to play along to. And this is going to be a little bit quicker. And we're going to start with the shell of the groove, and then I'll add some ghost notes to it. Okay? So let's play the track, and then I'll break it down for you. Here we go. All right, so there we go. We got a linear groove, and it's not that difficult to play. I'll break it down very slow. Here we go. And as you can see, I added some more ghost notes to that, and I added a little drag, which would be this kind of phrasing. Once again, just dropping that note nice and soft. When I go to the bell, it sounds like this. There you have it. That's linear phrasing. Okay, and there's many different types of permutations you can do, but I will say this. In my book, I call this user-friendly linear grooves. And the reason why I say user-friendly is because you could actually use them on a gig. There's a lot of linear beats floating around in the world, but many of them are very difficult and a little complex. And once again, not keeping the music in mind, okay? So you can play linear style, but always be musical and listen to the bass line, listen to the keyboards, the guitar part, and make your part fit using that linear concept. All the best, and we'll see you next time.